CSGO versus Valorant. Full comparison.
For every kill you get, I'll give you an ooh.
Alright, bet.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh my god, that is so adorable.
Kick! Please kick! Please kick! I will win game for you! Please kick! Please kick!
It's a kick player, Joyce Boy.
Kick him!
What the fuck?
You mother! You're playing jump on connector when he's pushing you!
I love how Joyce Boy is a streamer, right? And he's not talking, he's just typing question mark, question mark.
So the topic of Valorant versus CSGO is something
Why is Blood so silent, man? Gotta
that
whip out my fucking volume booster, huh?
will never be settled on good terms, as both communities simply hate each other. So, since I have experience at the highest level and thousands of hours spent on both games, I feel like I can give a fair comparison, as I'm not biased towards neither of them, as I enjoy playing both games. And one last thing before we jump into the comparisons, remember this is just my opinion, you might not agree with some points, and some things I say may be controversial to you, but that's okay, you can express your opinions down in the comments, I'd love to read them and see your point of views. So, without further ado, let's jump right into the first point.
Goes down! Look on the bomb plant! Should be a dead man! And it is!
Yeah!
Zaru secures it! A triple
Bro.
kill! Had a Monsieur elbow and now...
Does it get better than that?
We've never had a trumpet!
I don't think so.
Outstanding!
Starting off with esports, this one is pretty straightforward and I'll have to give this point to CSGO without a doubt. CSGO matches just have this football-like atmosphere in the crowd which is just unmatched when it comes to esports. On the other hand, the Valorant crowd is pretty quiet most of the time unfortunately, and you'll barely ever see anyone even get off their seats, let alone build up any hype atmosphere in the arena.
Piece of utility, perfect, the positioning of that crossfire as well. And well,
I mean,
If I
that's
made
not
this
too bad.
video a year or two ago, I would have definitely went for Valorant here. This is why I feel like making a video like this is far more accurate and less biased after experiencing both games for at least a few years before making this comparison. Anyway, switching from CSGO to Valorant back then was actually really
Let me make it a little bit louder. Blood is still a little bit silent, no? Unless I'm deaf, I don't know. Boom.
refreshing. The maps having interesting mechanics such as teleports, zip lines, rotating doors or triple bomb sites was a cool feature I actually really enjoyed. However, after playing Valorant actively for the last 2 years, I lost all the hype and enjoyment I once had for these maps. Nowadays,
I realized so late that Valorant, probably some people in the chat still don't know. Some maps of Valorant have fucking triple bomb sites. A, B, C. Simple plants the bomb on C. Bro, what's going on? What's going on?
when I load into a map,
Zip lines. They're Far Cry vibes.
it's never, oh yes, it's Haven. It's more like, at least it's not Fracture. There's actually only one map in the map pool that I currently enjoy playing, and it's called Ascent. In CSGO terms, it can be compared to Mirage on the basis of how liked the map is by the community. However, due to the fact that you don't even get to select your map, the odds of me getting Ascent are 1 in 7. And most of the time, because of that, I'm forced to play a map I don't even enjoy playing. And if I want to dodge it, I'm going to lose some of my elo in return. CSGO
You can't? So you always queue all the maps? 9.
Juice.
I do remember, like, I'm again shocked. I remember somebody is showing, like, oh, I realized this already at one point. I'm shocked once again. That's how crazy that is. And they don't have something like, or they don't use something like Faceit. Bro, if I would have to play fucking Inferno, like I would just keep dodging. I'm a one-trick Andy, bro. I want to play Vertigo only. Like, I couldn't do that in Valorant, huh? Fuck no.
allowing you to select which maps you want to queue is just far more better than
But
getting
why?
a random map selected for you like in Valorant. And it's not even an unpopular opinion, as majority of Valorant players also agree on this.
Wait.
Even though-
How does esports work? Are there picks and bans? Or is it random? They just queue the game and then, yeah, Icebox. Picks and bans in esports. So why the fuck is you can't pick? That makes no sense.
Though I also got bored of some CSGO maps in the past, I was at least able to bypass that by queuing different maps instead. Eventually, after not playing a certain map for a while, I would come back to it, enjoying it once again. It's the same with Valorant when a map gets removed from the rotation, and despite hating it while it was active, you start missing it, and it's the exact same concept. So all in all, I'll have to give another point to CSGO here. After playing both games for countless hours, I actually prefer the simplicity when it comes to maps.
Bro, if this is his gameplay, like, he lied at the beginning, no? He said he's fucking top of the, like, skill ceiling. This is not Supreme Global.
I actually prefer the simplicity when it comes to maps.
Oh my god, Japanese anime, I love it, I love it.
To CSGO players, Valorant is widely known for its cringe e-dating scene, and if you haven't played Valorant properly yourself, I wouldn't blame you for thinking that most games look like that. The truth is, these people barely exist. Unless you're playing quick play 24 hours a day on a low elo account, you won't really bump into these people at all. I've personally only ever had one encounter like that. Putting their cringe aside and their occasional toxicity and throwing, which happens in pretty much every online game, majority of the games are actually okay, and you can also meet some very chill people in the process. Whereas CSGO is just a hellhole majority of the time. Racism, sexism, toxicity is just part of the game, it feels like.
What?
On my first ranked game back, my entire team was shouting racist remarks at one another until one of them left the game, leaving us in a 4v5 just 4 rounds in.
No
On
shot.
top of that, the moment I joined a surfing server to recall some
Chat. I stream CS, like, okay, he's from NA, right? Like, when I play CSGO, when I queue matchmaking, how often do we have that I have to mute someone? Once every fucking 8 games, and then most often it's a stream sniper. Like, you can tell, like, he's just sniping, and then he's trying to be edgy. No shot, bro. Maybe his trust factor is just shit, but I think it's because he's from NA. NACS, like, bro, I remember queuing NA. I was playing with Sepnap, off stream some games. It was a long time ago. And I played on NA server. Bro, I don't want to, like, but there were some words that weren't stream friendly. I think we played 4 games. 3 out of the 4 games I had to, like, would have had to mute someone.
Some footage for this video, I was instantly met with some guy screaming the forbidden word down the mic. This is nothing new to me though, as back when I played CSGO regularly, this would be a common theme in my ranked games, despite having a pretty good trust factor. And I know, you can call me soft on this one, but I personally enjoy playing the game in a normal, friendly environment. When I jump online, I just want to enjoy myself, and I don't want to listen to whining and just shouting racist remarks for no reason. Even though Valorant's community isn't the best, especially in the Immortal rank.
Bro, this spot always reminds me of the I Show Speed clip. Oh god. Where? This is where it happened, no? I remember, bro. Immediate flashback.
It's not remotely as bad as CSGO's is. So for the community aspect, I'll have to give this one to Valorant.
Huh? Jesus. Look. Wow.
This is what separates both games from one another the most, and this will probably be the longest section of the video as well. So, in Valorant, before the game begins, you're forced to choose which agent
you go for. Karambit default gloves or M9 and gloves? Karambit default gloves. Karambit default gloves gives you the hella nostalgia feeling, bro, I'm telling you. An expensive knife with default gloves feels incredible, especially with an OG knife like Karambit, 100%.
You want to play. And not only that, it also decides which role you'll be fulfilling that game. To put into perspective for CSGO players, if you play a sentinel agent such as Cypher or Killjoy, your job on attack will be to lurk. Since you don't provide much help with your abilities for your team, you're better off going alone. If you're an initiator, you're pretty much forced to play with your team and support your entry fragger with flashes or stuns, and so on.
Overwatch, they stole something from every game, no? The fucking, what's his name? The guy with the bow, bro. Fucking, bro, I played Overwatch. This is one of his abilities. Hanzo, yeah.
At first, it may seem like a perfect concept, building a team in a way that you have all the necessary util you need. But in reality, it's more like everybody rushes into Instalock Duelists, which are the entry fraggers, pretty much the most fun agents to play. And the rest quickly fills other roles, leaving the 5th guy to be forced to play smokes, as nobody ever wants to play that role. If you want to be an entry fragger, you need to invest at least $2,000 into a good PC to be able to load into the game faster and beat your teammates to the Instalock. Or just get a program that allows you to lock in an agent before the game even loads in for anyone. And no, I'm not kidding, that is an actual thing. Anyway, switching over to CSGO, every player is the same, nobody goes into the game with an advantage or a disadvantage. Everybody can contribute.
You don't load in at the same time? There's no way. Actual pay to win. What? Why don't they do it like in League of Legends? Wait. Oh, true, in League of Legends as well, right? You can insta-lock. Lol.
To smoking certain areas of the map using lineups, or supporting one another with flashes when entering, unlike in Valorant, where once you lock in an agent, you are forced to fulfill that role for the rest of the game. CSGO also offers more diversity. If your entry fragging isn't going too well, you can ask your teammate to take on that role, and instead, you can switch your playstyle to lurking. On the other hand, if you're a duelist on Valorant and your entering isn't going too well, you are stuck on that job for the rest of the game. I feel like if you are able to select your role...
You can't change agents between the game? I wasn't aware of that. I thought you can change. So, no? Lol.
On Valorant before queuing, like a similar system to League of Legends where you can select your primary and secondary role. I feel like it would fix some of the common issues where someone always has to fill a smoke role, or if you want to have fun on a duelist every now and then, you wouldn't have to compete against other insta-locking demons. Then again, that would cause queue times to be even longer than they already are, similar to what Overwatch has a problem with. Putting the role aspect aside, let's talk about actual abilities. A lot of CSGO players love to mock Valorant for its crazy usage of abilities, especially during the professional esport matches. As absurd as it looks, once you actually give Valorant a try with an open mind, the abilities themselves aren't actually that bad, and they make every game you queue into unique in its own way. You can run a 5 duelist comp and hope you can overwhelm the enemies on attack, or you can even run a double smoke comp and try to win a defender side by a significant margin. Every agent is unique, and some agents paired together can form very interesting combos. That's why most of the time in ranked you will run into different comps, meaning every game feels different and therefore doesn't feel too repetitive. All in all, agents are unique to Valorant and they can't even be compared to CSGO, but the role aspect can be. I think that not being bound to a certain role and being able to be more flexible in games is far more appealing to me. I think this topic isn't really controversial, as a lot of people agree that CSGO rank system just sucks. You don't even know how close or how far away you are from your rank up, and that can also cause a lot of problems. I actually have a short story on this topic that I will never forget. So back in 2016, my friends and I were on a 15 win streak in Legendary Eagle, and before you say anything, I was pretty much at the top of the leaderboard in every single game. And guess what happened after we lost the next 3 games? Yes, I deranked. I don't know in what world going 15-3 makes you actually negative in hidden elo points, but that's not even the only instance where the rank system made completely no sense. I guess that's just something Overwatch and CSGO have in common. Valorant, on the other hand, has a pretty common rank system to other games where you have the elo gain or loss visible and you know exactly how much RR you're on. The only positive I can think of when it comes to CSGO rank system is that you don't actually know how much the loss hurts your hidden.
One thing, I did play, like, shame on me. Little bit of a sin that I did recently, but I did play some League of Legends right before moving because I was full fucking annoyed with the situation and everything. So I can compare like ranking system. I'm fully updated and stuff. And the feeling when you play a game and you know that you have no chance of like ranking up that game, you know, you just collect a little bit of elo. You need to hit 100, and then you have like 3 placement games or whatever. I don't know. I would as well maybe argue for CSGO, it being hidden, that it's kind of exciting every game. You know what I mean? Let's queue one more. Maybe it's our rank up game. You know what I mean? Let's queue. That aspect can be good.
In elo, whereas in Valorant, if you get stomped, you can see a brutal minus 24 RR, which is just painful. Also, another thing that is worth mentioning is the leaderboard.
But the placement games are even more exciting in something like Valorant, probably, you know, if you know, oh my god, this game I will rank up. I don't know. It's kind of like mediocre exciteness in CSGO because there's always the chance up rank, down rank. And Valorant, some games kind of like because you just collect elo, and then the rank up games, boom.
Once you climb to the top. When I peaked Global Elite on CSGO, it was a cool feeling, don't get me wrong, but then it just felt like I completed the game in a way. Any win after that was just worthless. Also, after doing quick research, there's approximately 250,000 Global Elites in 2023, which for the highest rank in the game just doesn't feel that special. On Valorant, once you reach Immortal, you can start competing for a number next to your name, which represents where you rank in your region. The lowest number you can have right now is 15,000, and right now...
Chad, I'm very, very jealous of this. And... fucking let's pray to God. CS2, right? Richard Lewis mentioned in the article, and as well CS2 on the release post, they did mention, right, that revamped matchmaking system. I hope that it includes something like this. Of course, it will be hard with cheaters, but a game like Valorant can work with that. League of Legends can work with that. Leaderboards like this, bro. If I can see, if I could even like sort it by Germany, if I can see, am I top 50 in Germany? You know. Bruder. It kind of replacing Faceit, you know? So it's also very accessible for casuals who don't want to install an anti-cheat, who don't want to fucking go on a website, make another account, you know what I mean? A lot of people don't do that. Boah, that would be sick.
In order to be
Hey, Mr. Mirko, thank for the 5 sifted. Kuss, hearts in the chat. Now. Top 50 million? Bro. Top 50. Come on, man.
The game requires you to be in Immortal.
How many fucking German pros are there, bro? Krembo, Tabsen, ohnePixel. Top 3 may be possible as well.
So all in all, I think that Valorant rank system is just far better than CSGO's, and I'm pretty sure many of you will agree on that too.
Yeah.
After playing Valorant for over 2 years, I can't even recall a game in the last 6 months where I was against a cheater. It happens so rarely to the point where even if someone is doing insane in the game, you'll probably assume they're smurfing or something. Unlike in
I faced a cheater, I think 12 hours ago. I played a matchmaking with Office, aware. Bro. Oh, shit.
CSGO, where cheaters are a pretty common theme.
Yesterday.
Just 2 days ago, after playing CSGO again for the first time in a few years, I already run into a blatant trigger botter. He was just b-hopping with a deagle, wall-banging everybody, and yeah, it was a ranked game with prime status. I'm not saying there are cheaters in every game, but because it's so common, it just feels like the
This guy isn't cheating. Is this a clip of the cheater or is it his gameplay?
moment you face someone who has like insane aim or just reads your playstyle a bit too well, you'll probably assume they're cheating, especially in lower ranks. This is one of the reasons why I actually quit CSGO at one point, as there was just this big flood of cheaters at one point in time and the game was just simply unplayable. So to sum up, Valorant also does take the win on this one. This is probably the most controversial take when it comes to comparing the two games together. In CSGO, all guns have spray patterns that you can practice over and over until you master them, unlike in Valorant, where the spray pattern will not always be identical, but it will always resemble a T-shape at the very least. So in that aspect, CSGO is better. However, when it comes to the hit registration, that's when Valorant takes the edge. On CSGO, it often feels like the bullets go straight through the enemy, and sometimes your shots that are directly on someone's head just don't land at all. Even though Valorant has a first bullet inaccuracy every now and then on the Vandal, which is the equivalent of the AK, the gunplay is still far more precise in general. Moving over to the guns, CSGO's Deagle is far superior to the Sheriff, being able to one
The Sheriff. Oh my god, the skin. With a little paw, furry, meow.
Up someone no matter how
So cute. So cute.
far away you are standing from that person, 99% of the time is just great. Unlike in Valorant, where if your enemy is standing over 30 meters away from you, which really isn't far at all, you'll dink them for 145, leaving them on just 5 HP. Another thing that would be cool if Valorant adapted from CSGO is having a Phantom only on defender's side and a Vandal on attackers. Instead, right now you get the option to have
Bro, attack us. Attack us. Nah.
both guns, causing the war of which rifle is better. It's not really a big issue, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it would just be a nice change to the game. Moving over to the killstreak sounds, I personally really enjoy them, with most skins having a unique sound that builds up after every kill, leading up to the ace is just really satisfying. On the other hand, on CSGO, if you spray someone down for a smoke, you won't even realize you killed them unless you look up at the kill feed. Not saying it's a bad thing, I personally just like the sound addition to the kills. And last but not least,
Yeah, I mean CS2 has it now, right? I don't know which one I prefer, bro. CS2, I have to be honest, it does feel fucking spicy. Bro, I remember first time booting up the game and, oh, bro, it does feel, ooh, yo, 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 yo. Like it does feel nice.
Counter-strafing requires way more skill in CSGO as it does on Valorant, simply because the moment you click the opposite key, you will immediately stop in place. All in all, I will actually have to stay neutral on this one. I would give CSGO the win here, but the terrible hit reg is what's stopping me from doing so. Just from reading the title of this category, I'm pretty sure the answer already crept into your head subconsciously. And yes,
wait,
CSGO...
who got the point for hit reg? Who has the hit reg problem? Not CSGO, right?
definitely does take the cake when it comes to movement. Valorant is pretty basic, it has simple mechanics, and b-hopping doesn't even make you go faster, it's more of a placebo effect. The only time you can actually do some proper movement on Valorant is when you play as an agent called Neon. Once you master her, she can be a pretty satisfying agent to play. So yeah, very short comparison, but I don't think there's too much else to add.
That?
is Elder Flame. I have to go with the Elder Flame because, I mean, it's just so cool. You literally have a dragon in your hand. The CSGO one just looks like a shrine.
This topic is also a hot debate between both communities. I mean, I can see where both sides are coming from, simply because Valorant's player base is more casual and not as competitive as CSGO's is. And for a large amount of players, Valorant is also their first FPS they've ever played, meaning they have never even played CS and don't have any knowledge on the skin culture. What I'm trying to say is that for a casual player, having these skins with cool animations and funky designs is just far more appealing at first glance. Now that I got the introduction out the way, let's actually talk about what makes CSGO skins better. In CSGO, when you have a certain skin, that skin comes in 5 different qualities: battle scarred, well worn, field tested, minimal wear, and factory new. However, that's not all. Every skin has a float value which decides which category it falls into. The float value ranges from 0 to 0.99. What this means is that even though you and your friend might have the same skin, because of the float, your skins will actually differ from one another. Unlike in Valorant, where if your friend also has the Prime Vandal, you'll have the identical one-to-one product. And I know you'll probably try to defend that with being able to choose variants on most skins, but there's only 4 options, and most of the time, the other variants are so bad that nobody even uses them. I'm looking at you, Iron. The only thing that can make your gun look unique is having a nice gun.
Why is Valorant stupid, no? Why wouldn't they copy the one thing? Like, a lot of people are just into CS for the skins as well. Why didn't they see that and say like, oh shit, they made a game from scratch? Like, are they dumb? If I would be Riot Games, that would be the part that I would investigate and try to copy. No shot. Bro, chat, the fucking CSGO skins, just like him talking about it, it gets me fucking like feeling like the first day again when I fucking looked at patterns, looked at different fucking rare patterns, looked at floats. You look at databases, lowest float skins in the world, highest float skins, there's bugged skins. No Star Karam, but there's fucking blue gems, there's fucking stickers, there's you can scratch the stickers, you can give it a name tag, but there's so much stuff, Oh my god, bro, so many rare patterns. Boah. Float, pattern, index, and skin. The 3 pillars of CSGO skins, bro. It's perfect. It's so simple, so easy, but it gives so much depth. Every single skin is unique. Bruder.
Gun Buddy. But yeah, it's still not that cool unless you have the Radiant or the
Gun
Gun
Buddy.
But going back to the topic, what I'm trying to say is that CSGO has this uniqueness about skins. And don't even get me started on the patterns of certain skins, such as the Case Hardened skin. Get started. But going back to Valorant, I'm not going to say that Valorant skins are actually bad, as I honestly really like them too. I feel like some CSGO players have such a negative mindset towards Valorant that they wouldn't even admit a certain skin is awesome even if they like it deep down. But it does feel quite refreshing when it does happen.
Hey, that's my favorite Valorant. I don't know, but this does something to me, I swear to God. This was, guilty pleasure. This knife right here, bro, the Valorant Blast X. I was watching some Kai Day. I don't know why, nobody else was online. Just had it in the back on. And the knife, it's nice. That is nice. That is nice. Listen to it again, listen to it. That knife is actually nice. If I would play Valorant, that would be my knife.
The skin is awesome, even if they like it deep down. But it does feel quite refreshing when it does happen.
And it looks good. Bruder, I don't know, but this does something to me, I swear to God. This was the only decent skin that I've seen so far. Yeah. That's kinda cool.
Okay, let's move on to the skin
It's
market.
not too bad.
I think this one is pretty straightforward and not even comparable. The fact that your skins hold a real value and you can actually flip them into real money at any time is just fantastic.
Yeah.
Whereas on Valorant, once you purchase a skin, it's just locked to your account and holds absolutely 0 value. And even if you would want to sell your account with a bunch of skins, you'll probably only get like 10% of the value back if you're lucky. Then again, Valorant skins are far more affordable, which once again brings me to the fact of the casual aspect of the game. For a regular person, spending $20 to $50 on a skin is really doable, unlike on CSGO, where some skins go to extreme price tags.
$20 on a skin, and you lose the 20, huh? I buy a skin and CSGO $50 knife, and I get $45 back, $40 back if I sell it. On Skinpot, for example, exclamation mark Skinpot, new sponsor, we got partnered up today. You already know Skinpot. If you use my link, much fucking love. Mods, you can spam it right here, right now. New sponsor. We started today, boys and girls. Yeah? Use the link, sign up with Steam. Easy peasy, sell, buy for cash. That's how we do it.
Every decent looking knife skin isn't a
But you know, like if Valorant, you buy a skin. I've seen a guy, I've seen a guy try to sell his Valorant account on Twitter. Desperate. He said, I invested way too much money into Valorant. Let me see if I can find it. I think, oh god, this was one of my kind of toxic tweets, but it is what it is. Yeah, I can find it easily. Oh god. He deleted it, but he said like, "Yo, Valorant account, I have 500 skins or whatever, and I want fucking $500 or something. Is that allowed, bro?" His stream had like 200 likes or something. At play Valorant, scam, hack, cheat, DDoS, wallet, password. Bro, and I felt bad a little bit afterwards because he said like, "Yo, I'm a student. I need this money." But bro, why buy Valorant skins then? You know, like you just waste money. It's you can't get it back, man. Come on, man.
Zone. I could probably go on for much longer about this topic and go into more detail on some things, but I think I can just call it here. When it comes to the market and the skins value, obviously CSGO wins that with no debate. Now for the skins, personally I really do like Valorant skins, and I don't really understand the hate they receive from the CS community. That being said, if I were to give a proper unbiased rating and ignore my current preferences, seeing how Valorant has been my go-to game for the past 2 years, CSGO wins without a doubt, simply for the fact that they hold monetary value and are all unique to one another. When it comes to content across platforms like YouTube, TikTok, or
I've been wanting to get ohnePixel FN or MW. I am willing to trade Bayonet Slaughter MWST and M4.
Help you get anime, go to your house. Sell the skin and buy the new skin, easy peasy. For example, on !skinport, you already know.
Twitch, in most cases, CSGO has the more appealing one. The most successful Valorant TikToks are based on the eData's theme, which to me, and many other Valorant players, is just painful to watch. Other than ranked, pro play, or educational videos, there's really nothing else to really make content on. CSGO, on the other hand, has the same base as Valorant, but on top of that, it also...
We also got the hobby. Oh, shit. Yeah, that is a little bit aware, I'm not gonna lie. CSGO content versus Valorant content. Yeah, I don't know.
As gambling, which to some may be a negative thing, which is completely fair, but I personally really enjoy watching it. In addition, trading is also big in the community, and also very interesting to follow. On the topic of skins, because they have monetary value, it opens a lot of doors for content ideas. Here are some examples. In addition, because they have monetary value, it opens a lot of doors for content ideas. Here are some examples.
Trust test on my viewers. X10 of their pass. I buy every skin I died to. Really bad idea. Accepting my trade offers and sending back the skins. True, true. You can't do that in Valorant.
Examples. In addition, thanks to the community
Valorant, you can do every kill I give you an ara.
tab, there's tons of mini gamers to play and make content on, just like the surf footage I'm using in this video. All in all, putting the cringe content aside, Valorant's content isn't actually that bad, and there are many amazing YouTubers out there creating educational and unique content. However, compared to Counter-Strike, it's not really a fair matchup. And that will conclude this video. If you made it this far, thank you so much for your time. It really means a lot as I put a lot of effort into this video, and I hope I didn't annoy anybody too much. Originally, this was a Valorant themed channel, but after a longer thought, I decided to slowly transition to Counter-Strike. Especially with CS2 around the corner, I just feel like it will be a nice fresh change to the channel. So if you want to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe to not miss out, and until then, I'll see you in the next video.
I feel like some people are switching over from Valorant to CS, no? That's good. I'm not gonna be, I don't like when people say like, oh, you switched from Valorant to CSGO, fuck this guy. Nein, man, nein. Fuck the gatekeeping. W, bro. Hey, welcome, man. You already know, on the right side, on the bright side, on the good side. My man. Leave him some love. Good fucking video. Good video. I don't know why it has 21 dislikes. Probably Valorant enjoyers, you already know. Easy, bro. Easy. Hast du etwas Zeit für mich? Singe ich ein Lied für dich von 99 Luftballons.
Auf ihrem Weg zum Horizont, denn so viel Leid wartet nicht.
Singe ich ein Lied für dich von 99 Luftballons.
Das sowas von